Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW Z4 guys and you need to test your camshaft position sensor. Let's say guys you have a 4-6-cylinder engine. The procedure will apply to all of that and we will explain how to identify your camshaft position wires and how to test the sensor. Why to buy a new one if yours is good, right? Because the problem could be somewhere else, such as a fuse, broken wire, or even a bad engine computer in some cases. So stay with us and we'll explain guys how to do that. Now before we start guys, let me tell you all the tools and parts that we use, or if you need to buy a new sensor, we'll share the links in the description of the video below and you can check where we get all our tools and parts from. Second guys, every single car we get at the shop we try to make at least 200 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information to you. So let us show you what we have here and how we're going to test it. Things that you need to do guys, you need to remove your camshaft position sensor. Depending on the engine and type, it may be at a different location, but in our case we have two of them, one on the intake camshaft, one on the exhaust camshaft. We have ours removed, and before we start all we will need is a voltmeter and a metal tool. But let me tell you something guys, very important. If you guys have a car, check this channel out, How to Repair guys. This is our main channel and we have helped more than 75 million people. We have information that can save you thousands of dollars on car repairs guys, and definitely guys very helpful content. So your camshaft position sensor guys, that's what it looks like. This is the sensor, this is the connector right here. In most cases on your BMW Z4 you will have guys three wires. The middle one often is a negative ground wire, often that's a black one. Then you will have yellow, or it could be different colors guys, but in our case the yellow is the signal wire that goes to the engine computer, and the other orange wire is actually a 12-volt ignition wire. So if you remove the sensor and test these wires, if you connect black lead of the voltmeter to the black wire and red lead to the yellow wire, you should get about 5 volts reading. That's your signal wire. If it's a different color, that way you will be able to find which is the signal wire. If you test black and orange, you should get the ignition switch wire, which should be close to 12 volts or whatever voltage you have in your car battery. So you will need to go inside your car and turn your ignition switch on. Ours is already on guys. Ignition switch on means to the second position, or if you have a push start button, push the start button without the brake pedal until you see the dash lights on, okay, like the car is running, but the car is actually not running guys. All the dash lights should be on. So we have two of the wires actually peeled a little bit so you can test them, but I wouldn't recommend that. There is actually a special tool that you can use. We're going to connect the black lead of the voltmeter to the black ground wire through the help of an alligator clip here, and something very important we're going to share as we go. Okay, perfect. And we're going to install the green, this is actually the red lead, connected to the red lead of the voltmeter to the signal wire. So you need to connect to signal and ground wire, and you should get, when your ignition switch is on, 4.99 volts, 5 volts guys, right there on the spot. So this is the wire going to the computer. Now if we get a metal, now super important, don't touch these two together because you can short things out, burn a fuse, or cause damage to the engine computer. Guys, get a metal tool. When you get a metal tool close to that sensor, you should start reading at that point 0 when you touch it. When you remove it, you should read 5 volts. Touch it again, 0. Check it out. Okay, so it should be constantly changing, approaching 0, then 5. Approaching 0, then 5. This is one good working sensor. Now if the sensor is disconnected and you cannot get 5 volts or 12 volts, it means that you have a problem, broken wire maybe somewhere. You can see you can even test it with another tool, and if you hold it there, it should stay at 0 guys. Check it out. And then remove it and it goes to 5. So you get the idea, okay, because you have little bumps on the camshaft that actually are metal things that approach that sensor and they activate on and off position, and that way you can find out if it's working or not. So hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.